Is that belly getting in your way of doing leg tucks? I understand, believe me. So, if you stick around, I have 5 solutions that will help get rid of that belly and allow you to get your elbows to your knees a lot easier. Let's think about this for a minute. Now, if we have a belly, okay, we obviously know that is a problem. Alright? I have a lot of people commenting on YouTube videos, also emailing me, asking me what they can do to get rid of belly fat. Well, let's think. If we can get rid of this belly, not only will it be easier for us to touch our knees to our elbows because the belly will be out of the way, but we'll also be a lot lighter. So think about it like this. Have you ever seen somebody swinging a baseball bat with a heavy weight on the end? You swing that prior to going to up the bat because that allows you to get the muscles ready and allows you to swing that bat a lot faster. Because once you take that weight off, things become a lot easier. This is the same thing if we can lose that belly. Also imagine putting on a weighted vest. This is how people who are advanced trained for leg tucks. They will put a vest on because it makes the job a lot harder. And if you can do multiple reps with more weight on you, obviously you're going to get a lot more reps with the weighted vest off. So try that yourself. Put a vest on and see how long you can hold on to that pull-up bar. Take the vest off, you'll see how much longer you can hold it. So yes, the goal of getting your belly fat off is a very crucial goal that we need to do if we want to get more leg tucks. So now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video and talk about 5 ways we can get rid of belly fat. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go over is we're going to destroy this myth that we all have. We all think if we need to lose belly fat, we can lose belly fat doing a specific exercise. So instead of saying, how can I lose belly fat? We need to rephrase the question and say, how can I lose body fat? Because it is impossible to spot reduce. Meaning, if we are trying to lose fat on our belly and we do 1,000 crunches, is it good for your stomach muscles to do crunches? Sure, it's gonna work you out, you're gonna burn calories, but it will not spot reduce fat in that area. Say you had fat on your biceps. If you do 1 billion curls, you're not gonna lose the fat on those biceps. Generally, the spot that is hardest on our body to lose body fat is the hardest because it's just the last place our body starts reducing fat. We need to think about overall body fat reduction. So stop getting into the myth that we can spot reduce. Just get into the mind frame that we need to overall lose body fat. Okay, so the second thing we need to go over is burning glycogen. I get it. Stop being a nerd and explain yourself, which I will do right now. Glycogen, basically, I want you to think of glycogen as gasoline, okay, for your car, but glycogen is food. Whenever we eat food, break it down, and then we turn it into glycogen. And glycogen is stored into our muscle cells. Just like you filled your car with gasoline, that is your fuel. So, if we do not burn glycogen out of our muscle cells, our gas tanks are full. What happens if you go to the gas station and you try to pump 10 gallons into a full tank? It's going to overflow. This is the same thing that happens to people who do not burn enough glycogen out of their muscles and they continue to eat the same diet. That glycogen overload just turns into body fat. So, what are some examples of how we can burn glycogen? Glycogen can be burned through multi-joint exercises, such as lunges, squats, sit-ups, burpees, whatever. Make sure we are doing muscle exercises. That means not cardio. Now wait, the before I get all the comments on cardio is better, blah, blah, blah. Cardio is amazing for you. It's great for your heart. Yes. Will it burn fat? Yes. But it does not burn glycogen. We need to focus more on doing exercises that are going to burn glycogen. And this brings us to our next step. You hitting the like button. Because if you hit the like button, you'll burn at least 1,000 calories. And then, if you subscribe, that's at least 3,000 calories. I'm just kidding. Let's go on to step 3. Now, step 3 brings us right back to step 2, but it's simplified. Do more burpees. I know they suck, but they suck for a reason. Think about it. The burpee, you were doing a squat, right? You're doing a push-up. You're basically you're kicking your legs out, and you're doing a plyometric when you're jumping. This is hitting almost every single muscle in your body. And not only that, but you're adding a plyometric on top of it. Now listen, if burpees are too hard for you, you can always alternate them by putting them on an incline, by not jumping as high, and then gradually get better at it and better at it. Meaning, you don't have to do a full speed burpee if you're just starting out. You can add burpees to anything. So, when you're doing a workout, say we're doing an upper body workout, you do your push-ups, you do some pull-ups, then you do 5 burpees, then you rest. Just adding these burpees into your workout, bump up your calorie burn, your fat burn, which will get your heart rate up, and then go back to the last step, get that glycogen burn. So not only will your heart rate raise, you'll burn through cardio, but you'll also burn the glycogen through muscle burn. Now, let's get to step number 4. Cut the bullshit. Alright? Let's cut it out, guys. We are all adults here. Tricks and Lucky Charms are not breakfast anymore. Start eating oatmeal with real fruit. This is the stuff that's really getting us to have body fat or belly fat. Because we're eating junk. And just because you bought it at the commissary and you put it in your microwave does not mean you're cooking at home. We need to realize that a lot of food is processed now. And the more food that we can eat that is all natural, such as, like I said before, oatmeal, we can get brown rice, we can get vegetables. These things not only will fill you up and give you fiber, which will help break down your food, but will cut out all the bull crap, right? Because think about the chemicals that are going into food nowadays. Think about the stuff that's so they can stay on the shelf. Our body, they're not meant to digest these things. Cut the BS and start buying real food. You will see, one, you will feel 100 times better, you will have much more energy, and you will not be eating so much. Now, let's get into the final and last tip and solution is counting your calories. I get it, it sucks, understood. But if you can count your calories in just 1 week, there's plenty of free apps, I'll list them down below in the description, and if you can just track your calories for 1 week, I promise you it's an eye-opener. I still do it because when I'm gaining weight, I look at my calories. And then it shocks me every single time. I'm like, Jesus, I'm eating this much. If you track your calories for 1 week, you will start to understand, okay, I'm eating way too much, or wow, I'm gonna cut that food out because that's about half of my intake. If you're thinking about pizza, you're thinking about burgers, or chicken wings, or fried food, just one meal can be half your day, or sometimes your whole day. Especially if you're in a calorie deficit or you want to get to a calorie deficit. These meals, just one meal can ruin your whole day. So I highly recommend you go for 1 week and you will find out what's going on. And then you can start to kind of plan out your day. You know not to eat this anymore. You know your plate should only be this big, not this big. These things will pop in your head and I promise you, you will lose that belly fat. Okay, so I wish all of you the best of success. If you agree with these tips, and down below, write a comment. Agree. If you have anything you want to add that I missed, please add it down. We all need to work together. Also, if you need anything to get you better at the leg tuck, go to combatfitnow.com. The link is in the description below. And if you ever need any help, write down in the comments. You know I'm there to help when I can. I try to read and come back and respond to all your questions. So get out there and lose that body fat, not belly fat.